Good morning, Sunday morning, 11/14/2010, and what do we have before our wonderful eyes is Apple Computer. What we're going to be taking a look at first, we'll take a look at the weekly chart on Apple, but let's take a look at Friday's trading. Down 8.63, the high was 316.50, and they dropped it down. Look at the low end of the trade here, 303.63, and they popped it $5 off the bottom. This was the Friday selling on Apple. And $516,420 came out of the name. That's what you call pure profit taken to this pink line right here is referred to as a 50-week moving average, where it's finding an awful lot of support off of that low of that 303.63. And as soon as that thing snapped that rising 50-week, which is bullish, bam, they got a $5 move off that low, and we traded it off them lows too. Took all day, and it finally got in there, but nonetheless, 28 million shares is was pretty good size volume on Friday. Now, having said that, is that part of what we're going to talk about over here is how overbought that Apple is, and basically, Apple's had a good trend starting back over here on 829 when all the sellers got washed out. We went straight up to these tops. This is referred to as a triple top with trading ranges off of the bottom. This bar right here that has this trend line through it is called the SMF weekly bar. And basically, we're closing at about a little bit above that 308.03 on a closing level. So during this kind of weekly trend, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of the 4 last weeks, 3 of the weeks have been what we call triple weekly topping action, price action failure. So basically, once the people are washed out of the stock, and we've got the options expiration coming up, and we're going to talk about the $310 call down here on this next chart. This chart here is a $310 call. And you can clearly see that the call contracts are not inflated like they were over here. The gap down off of the earnings, that's what this gap down was on these call contracts. They made a low here, and they were good trading off of $4, about right where they're at right now. But notice it does what counts is that it's not inflated up here going into the expiration, but rather what counts here on this option chart, it's in November. The 15th is Monday morning tomorrow. They expire on Friday, but there's very good trading for the simple fact that the call contract right here, there was a volume on these $310 calls, just so people know, 46,000 contracts traded at the 310 strike price. And basically what I'm going to do is cut this particular video short and start a new one, because I'm going to name this a $310 call option and heavy volume of 46,863. Then I'll come back and start doing another one outside of this for the MMTs.